Hello everyone, myself Miss Halunde SS. Today I am going to discuss with you related to basic human rights. In that, our today's topic is related to international conventions on migrant workers. Now let us see about that. Introduction. On 1st of July 2003, the International Conventions on the Protection of the Rights of All Migrant Workers and Members of Their Families entered into force. By 1st October 2005, 33 states had ratified it or acceded to it. The conventions in the comprehensive international treaty focusing on the protection of the migrant workers' right. It emphasizes the link between migration and the human rights, a policy topic that is drawing increasing the attention worldwide. The conventions opens a new chapter in the history of determining the rights of migrant workers and ensuring that those rights are protected and respected. Like all other international human rights instruments, the convention sets standards for the laws and the judicial and the administrative procedures of individual states. Governments of the states that ratify or accede to a convention undertake to apply its provisions by adopting the necessary measurements. They also undertake to ensure that the migrant workers whose rights have been violated may seek an effective remedy. These types is categorized in 4 or 5 types. First type is related to scope and definitions related to that conventions against that migrant workers. Now let us see about that scope and definition. Article number 1 is involved related to that migrant workers. In that, the person conventions is applicable except as otherwise provided hereafter to all migrant workers and the members of their families without distinction of any kind, such as sex, race, color, language, religion or convictions, political or other opinion, national, ethnic or social origin, nationality, age, economic position, property, marital status, birth or other states. In that also the second thing is involved is the present conventions shall apply during the entire migration process of migrant workers and the members of their families, which comprises the preparation for migration, departure, transit and the entire period of the stay and remunerated activity in the state of employment as well as return to the state of origin or the state of habitual residence. Article number 2, for the purpose of the present conventions, in that first point is the term migrant workers. What that migrant worker says is that refers to a person who is to be engaged, is engaged or has been engaged in remunerated activity in a state of which he or she is not a national. Second point is the term foreign tier workers refers to a migrant workers who retains his or her habitual residence in the neighboring state to which he or she normally returns every day or at least once a week. Then point B is related to this is the term seasonal workers refers to a migrant workers whose works by its character is dependent on the seasonal conditions and is preferred only during the part of the year. Then C point is the term seafarer, which includes a fisherman, refers to a migrant workers employed on board a vessel registered in a state of which he or she is not a national. D point is related to workers on the offshore installation, which will tells us that the refers to the migrant workers employed on an offshore installations that is under the jurisdiction of a state of which he or she is not a national. The term itinerant workers, that is referred to the migrant workers who's having his or her habitual residence in one state has to travel to another state or the states for the short period owing to the nature of his or her occupation. The term projected workers refers to a migrant workers admitted to the state of employment for a defined period to work slowly on the specific project being carried out in that the state by his or her employers. The term specified employment workers refers to a migrant workers who has been sent by his or her employer for a restricted and defined period of a time to a state of employment to undertake a specific assignments or duty, or who engages for a restricted and a defined period of a time in work that requires the professional, commercial, technical or other highly specialized skill, or who upon the request of his or her employer in the state of employment engages for a restricted and defined period of a time in work whose nature is a transitory or brief and who is required to depart from the state of employment either at the expirations of his or her authorized period of the stay or earlier if he or she no longer undertake that the specific assignments or the duty or engages in that work. The term the self-employed workers in that refers to a migrant workers who is engaged in remunerated activity, otherwise that under a contract of the employment and who earns his or her living thought. This activity is normally working alone or together with the members of his or her family and to any other migrant workers recognized as the self-employed by applicable legislations of the state of employment or bilateral or multilateral agreements. Article number 3 is again related to that migrant workers in that the present conventions shall not apply to. First thing is the person sent or employed by the international organization and the agencies or the person sent or employed by the state outside its territory to perform the official functions whose admissions and the states are regulated by the general international laws or by specific international agreements or conversations. A person sent or employed by the state or on its behalf outside its territory who participate in the development programs and other cooperations programs whose admissions and the states are regulated by the agreement with the state of employment and who in accordance with that agreement are not considered migrant workers. Person taking up a residence in the state different from their state of the origin and investors, refugees and the stateless person unless such a application is provided for in the relevant national legislation of or international instrument in force for the state party concerned. The students and the trainees, sappers and workers on an offshore installation who have not been admitted to take up side and engage in a remunerated activity in the state of employment. Article number 4. For the purpose of the present conversation in the members of the family refers to a persons married to migrant workers or having with them a relationship that according to the applicable laws produces effect equivalent to marriage as well as their dependent children and other dependent persons who are recognized as a member of family by applicable legislation or applicable bilateral or multilateral agreements between the states concerned. Then part second is related to non-discrimination with respect to right. In that, article number 7 stresses that the states parties undertake in accordance with the international instruments concerning human rights to respect and to ensure to all migrant workers and the members of their families within their territory or subject to their jurisdiction the rights provided from the present conventions without distinctions of any kind such as the sex, race, color, language, religion or convictions, political or other opinion, national, ethnic or social origin, nationality, age, economic position, property, marital status, birth or other status. These things should be involved in that. Then part number 3 is related to human rights of all the migrant workers and the members of their family. What are these rights? Just see. Article number 8 is related to this. That is, the migrant workers and the members of their families shall be free to leave any state, including their state of origin. This right shall not be subjected to any restriction except those that are provided by law, are necessary to protect the national security, public order, that is a order public health or the moral or the rights and the freedoms of others, and are consist with the other rights recognized in the present part of the conversations. Next is the migrant workers and the members of their family shall have the right at any time to enter and remain in their state of origin. Then article number 9 is related to this. It will be shows us that the right to life of the migrant workers and the migrant workers and the members of their families shall be protected by the law. Then article number 10, no migrant workers or the members of his family shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhuman or degrading treatment or punishment. Article number 11 shows us that no migrant workers or the member of his or her family shall be held in the slavery or servitude. No migrant worker or a member of his or her family shall be required to perform the forced or compulsory labor. Then third part is related to paragraph 2 of the present article shall not be held to procreate in the state where the imprisonment with a hard labor may be imposed as the punishment for a crime. The performance of the hard labor in the pursuance of the sentences to supply the punishment by the competent court. Article number 12 is related to migrant workers and the members of their families shall have the right to freedom of thought, consequences and the religion. This right shall include the freedom to have or to adopt a religion or belief of their choice, and the freedom either individually or in community with others and in a public or the private to manifest their religion or belief in worship, observances, practices and teaching. The migrant workers and the members of their family shall not be subject to creation that would impair their freedom to have or to adopt a religion or belief of their choice. Third point is related to freedom to manifest one's the religion or the belief may be subject only to such limitations as are prescribed by the law and not necessary to protect the public safety, order, health or morals or the fundamental rights and the freedoms of others. Then fourth part is related to state practices to the present conventions undertake to have the respect for the liberty of parents, at least one of whom is a migrant workers, and when the applicable legal guardians to issue the religious and the moral educations their children is conformity with their own convention. Article number 13. The migrant workers and the members of their family shall have the right to hold the opinions without the interference. This is the first important thing. And second thing is related to migrant workers and the members of their family shall have the right to freedom of expressions. This right shall include the freedom to seek. Then next is related to receive and important information and the ideas and also kinds regardless of the proteries either orally in writing or in a print the form of the art through any other medicine of their choices. The exercise of the right provides in a paragraph of the present article carries with its special duties and responsibilities. It may therefore be subjected to a certain restrictions, but they shall only be such as provided by the law are necessary for respect of the rights or reputation of other, for the protection of the national security of the state concerned or of the public order that is a public or of the public health or the moral, for the purpose of preventing any propaganda for where, for the purpose of preventing any advocacy of the national, racial or religious hatred that the constitutes incitements, descriptions, hospitality or violence. Article number 8 to 35, what it shows us that the see over here, generally the conversation guarantees a family broad series of the right to all the migrant workers and the member of their family irrespective of their migration status. Many of these articles specify the applications of the applications of that community. Then the civil and political rights and the economic and social and cultural rights. Then and the other core human rights tries. The conventions also include a number of rights addressing a specific protection needs and providing a additional guarantees in the light of particular vulnerability of the migrant workers and the members of their family. These sections focus on those provisions. Then part number 4, that is related to other rights of the migrant workers and members of their families who are documented or in a regular situations. The conventions assigns additional rights to migrant workers and the members of their families who are documented in a regular situation. These rights include the right to be fully informed by their states of the origin and employers about the conditions applicable to their admission and concerning their state or the remunerated activities. They may also engage in Art 37 the rights to freely move in the territory of the state of employment and freely choose their residence there. That is the article number 39. These rights to form the associations and the trade union and to participate in public affairs of their state of origin including voting and elections etc. Furthermore, documented migrant workers and the members of their family enjoy the same opportunity and the treatment as the national in relations to a various economic and the social services. Article number 43 and 45U is the exercise of their remunerated activity. Art number 55U in the choice of their remunerated activity. That is article number 52 and the respective of the protection against the decimals and the enjoyment of unemployment mental benefits, that is which is involved in article number 54. And important guarantees for the regular or documented migrant workers is contained in article 49. It stipulates that where the separate authorization to reside and to engage in employment are required by the national legislations in the state of employment shall be issued to right workers authorization of the residence for at least the same period of the time as their authorization to engage in remunerated activity. Moreover, article number 51 says that the migrant workers who are not permitted they freedom to choose their remunerated activity shall neither be regretted as it is in a choose their remunerated activity shall either ENTC or electrical be regarded as in irregular situations or shall they lose their authorization of the residence by more facts of their terminations of their remunerated activity prior to the expirations of their work permit, except where the authorization of the residences is expressly dependent upon the specific remunerated activity for which they were admitted. Migrant workers and the members of their family is a regular status also enjoy exemptions from important and the export taxes on their household and personal effects, which is involved in article number 46, and shall not be liable to a more onerous taxations that the national is a similar circumstances, which is involved in article number 48. That article number 47 provides that the migrant workers shall be a right to be transfers their earnings and savings in a particular those funds necessary for the support of their families from the state of employment to their state of origin. While the conversation does not expressly speaks of the right of family reunification, states parties are engaged to facilitate the family reunifications and to protect the unity of the family, provides that in the case of the death of the migrant workers or dissolutions of the marriage, the state of employment shall favorably consider guaranteeing family members of that migrant workers residing in that state on the basis of family reunion and authorization to say, taking into due to account the length of the time they have already resided in that state. Finally, the documented migrant workers and the members of their family enjoying the additional guarantees against exploitations, which is involved in article number 56. Then part 5 is related to provisions applicable to particular categories and migrant workers and the members of their families. The state practices the shall maintain appropriate services to deal with the questions about the international migrations of workers and the member of their family, and the formulate and implements the politics on migration, exchanges information with the other state practices, provide the information to unemployers and workers on the political laws and regulations, and provide the information and appropriate assistance to migrant workers and the members of their families, which is involved in article number 65. To protect the migrants from the abuse, article number 66 restricts the requirement operations of the workers for employment in other state to public services state bodies and authorized private agencies. In article number 67 provides that the state practices should cooperate as the appropriate in the adoption of the measures for the ordinary return of the migrant workers to their state of origin. Article number 68 is particularly relevant of the prevention of the elimination of the trafficking in the persons and suppliants of the migrant. In fact, article number 68 invites states particularly to collaborate with a view to preventing and eliminating the illegal or clandestine movement of and employment of the migrant workers in an irregular situation. The measures state parties should take include: first is a measurement against the discriminations of the misleading information relating to immigrations and imaginations. B part is related to measure the detect and the eradicate illegal or the clandestine movement of the migrant workers and the members of their family, and to impose the effective sanction and or persons, group or entities that the organizes appropriate and assistance in organizing or operating such movements, measuring to improve the effective sanctions or the people's ground into their groups or entries that uses the violences, threats or intimidation against the migrant workers or the members of their families is an irregular situations. The second paragraph of the article number 68 provides that the state of employment shall take all the adequate measures to eliminate employment and the migrant workers in an irregular situations, including wherever opportunities, sanctions on employment such as this provisional shall be read in conjunction with the previous content in the 35 and article number 69, which provides that the state practices shall wait there are migrant workers and the members of their family within their territory is an irregular situation, take appropriate measures to ensure that such a situation does not persist. Article number 69(2), which will help us that the further stipulates that whenever the state parties concerned consider the possible of regulating the situation of such as a person accordance with applicable to the national legislations and the bilateral or multilateral agreements provides the account shall be taken of the circumstances of their entity, the duration of their state in the state of the employment and other relevant consideration in a particular those relating to their family situations. This is all about that migrant workers. Okay, thank you.